Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the FIFA 22 Nottingham Forest career mode here at the City Ground. We actually head to a different city today. It's Stoke away in the FA Cup. We're headed there, then we're headed to Newcastle. Brighton will probably sim today, and then we'll play, obviously, Liverpool away. Brighton at home, the more likely one that will win from a sim of the league games, and with the emphasis we're wanting to put on the FA Cup this year, I don't really want to sim the game against Stoke away and run the risk of losing it. So I'll play it and run the risk of losing it that way instead. We'll start with them. We'll play Newcastle, and hopefully from there we'll be able to crack on. I might rotate a little bit for this one. Stoke are championship in this save, so we should be able to switch things around a little bit, give some fringe players some first-team football. One thing, actually, that I do want to do at the beginning of this episode that I'd forgotten, it's only just occurred to me. Mongala has come in now to the starting lineup for Koke as he started to decline in rating. Now, before he declines any more, what I'm going to try and do is use my current minimal remaining transfer budget of about 20 million to use Koke as part of a deal to bring Braganza in from Osasuna. So I'm going to add a player swap in there, and we're going to try and use... hello? Can I not use Koke because he's new this year? But Partey came in this year as part of a... Oh, mate. Well, that's annoying. I can't do it. Why... Thomas Partey came in on as part of a deal this year as well. Maybe Koke's retiring? Oh, I'm just going to have to offer them £1 million, and then they'll be like, oh no, sorry, can't accept that, bye. Well, I nearly had a great idea there. Let's have a look and see what Koke's doing with his future. Is he actually retiring? If he is, that's going to be such a pain in the dick. No. He's still got 18 months left on his... or 16 months left on his contract. Well, I guess Thomas Partey was agreed last year, wasn't he? That was agreed at the end of last year. Koke came in at the beginning of this year. Maybe that's the reason? Either way, that's annoying. Alright, I won't be signing Daniel Braganza then. Yet. But that then obviously is the first intention at the beginning of the next transfer window. Sell Koke and buy Braganza, or use Koke as part of a deal. Right, let's go and play the FA Cup, shall we? Stoke with a 5-3-2. Jack Bonham in goal. Duhaney, Laurent, Wilmot, Souttar and Timon at the back. Lewis Baker, Etebo and Jordan Thompson in the midfield, with Jackson, Muleka and Tyrese Campbell up top leading the line. Some changes for me, as expected. Bustos, Popescu, Mongala. Actually, no, Mongala's into the starting line full time now. Larea, Niakate, Richards in for this one. Still absolutely a stronger 11 and certainly capable of winning this time. To be fair, Stoke's side isn't as bad as I thought it might be. It's probably on par with Fulham's, who are, well, to be fair, bottom of the table, but they have made it to the Premier League. I'd imagine this Stoke team is probably quite close to the top of the table in the Championship. We need to pass this. Try to, but the defender got there first. It might be quite difficult to break down their fight with the back, actually, and we're going to have to be wary of Tyrese Campbell on the counter. I don't know how fast Muleka is, but one imagines he's not going to be a slouch. Oh, and Bustos just missing that final pass at the minute, aren't we? Very nearly. A couple of good opportunities to take the opening lead in the game, but not yet. Corner. Lewis Baker to deliver for Stoke City here at the Britannia. It's probably... Is it still called the Bet365 Stadium IRL? I'm not sure, actually. I always remember it as the Britannia. Wilmot dinked just enough on it to get it away from the man that was trying to close it down. Thomas Partey forced himself out wide there, and actually I didn't really deal with that very well at all. Muleka back to Etebo. He's gone for a shot there, which is going to frustrate all of his teammates that made really decent runs. Bustos is making a good run. I'll look from over the top. And can he get a touch? Just needed to get a touch on it ahead of Wilmot. Jacob Ramsey get to that first. And Popescu will look for Jacob Ramsey again. Let fly early. It's well defended. Etebo wins that. Partey could win this. Has done. It'll find Jacob Ramsey again. We'll go out wide here to Popescu. A little bit of footwork to beat the man, and that's beautifully done. And the cross is dangerous, but Harry Souttar is a monster aerially. Jacob Ramsey! Oh, imagine if that had looped over the keeper into the back of the net. Would have exploded in delight. Niakate's up. Wilmot's there. Thomas back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Niakate back to Cho. Bustos. Where to go? That's the question. Partey quickly round the corner. Popescu. No room here. No room at all. Went the other way, didn't I? Oh, what a save! It's still free. Fingertips from bottom onto the post. Top goalkeeping. He's only 68 rated, but he's absolutely flying so far. There's Baker again. Back to Thompson. Etebo. Anyone would think I had the 5 back the way that they get to the edge of my box and stop. Good save by Emi Martinez. Oh, well kept in, Omer. That was brilliant, wasn't it, mate? Lewis Baker with the corner. Stoke still trying. And trying hard. Not the best of clearances from Newcastle either. Kalamasundoi's done enough. Etebo's going to win that. Under pressure from the Championship side right now. Lewis Baker will deliver again. Some real man mountains in there. And how Muleka has missed the target there. His manager won't have any idea. Oh, he just lunged at me there. Just at the last minute. The man... It was Muleka again, actually, I think. I tried to play... I was going to play it short to the man right in front of me. And then saw Muleka sprinting at me and quickly changed the angle of my thumbstick. Jacob Ramsey, sharp footwork needed. Popescu. Alright. Didn't quite work as I anticipated it, but we've still got the ball. Bustos. I see the man all the way out wide left. Loma Richards could float this into the middle and does so. Can we get there ahead of the keeper? We cannot. It's comfortable enough. And no, you don't. Good footwork from Bustos. And Ramsey keep the run going. Popescu, you're onside, pal. He's not very good at receiving those balls over the top, is he, Popescu? If you cast your mind back to a goal earlier in the season that Tammy tucked away, we tried to play him in over the top, lunge for that. I tried to lunge for it. Still got there. And it kind of hit Popescu on the top of the head. And then eventually we squared it to Tammy Abraham. Nice ball through the gap there. Booster's got the legs on Sutar. No, those big, long, rangy pegs out the bottom. Long enough and rangy enough. Oh, that's poor though, isn't it? Made to pay for their mistakes, Stoke City. With seconds to go in the half, Bustos thinks he's MBAPPE. That's 1-0. Etebo. Oh, sharp turn. And Muleka, options. He's going to have to go up wide. Niakate had to hurdle there to avoid the legs of the man. Otherwise, I might be able to get out there a bit quicker. Etebo. I don't like this. They went to Muleka. I didn't expect that. Thought they were going to go to Tyrese Campbell. Emi Martinez expected it though and pulls off a good save. They've had a lot of set pieces in this game, Stoke. And under Tony Pulis, you might have expected that to be the case. I don't know what style of play they play IRL anymore. They were always known as that brutal, physical, set-piece monster style side, weren't they, years ago? I imagine they play a bit more appealing, visually appealing football these days. They've just nabbed Alex Neil off Sunderland, haven't they, manager-wise? So Sunderland played some nice stuff under Alex Neil. And you imagine he's going to try and instill that at Stoke City too. Ramsey. Oh, it was my bad for trying a pass that was never on. And if we concede, it's my fault. Oh, thank you, Emi. I like Emi Martinez. Pretty good. He needs to be, because he saves my bacon time and time again. Oh, another Stoke corner. Oakley Booth. Tashan Oakley Booth is on for Peter Etebo now. That's bobbled free for them, actually. I thought Jacob Ramsey was going to get to that. Thompson looking to go down the line. Nice ball around the corner to Muleka, who's turned well. And who's there to save my bacon again? What a terrible pass. How, as a player, misplaced a pass that simple? Could be the equaliser. May well be. No, it won't. I know I go on and on and on and on and on, but this pass, how is he overplaying that pass? Thankfully, I'm 1-0 up and it hasn't cost me, but you can imagine the reaction if it had. Niakate with the switch. Out to Maitland-Niles. Jacob Ramsey showed that he wanted it there. He's dropped back a little deeper now as Eddie Salcedo's come on in that cam roll. They've been really solid at the back, Stoke, and if they hadn't made that one mistake, they'd be, at the very least, forcing a replay here. Josh Tymon trying to get forward. They could still force a replay if they're able to do something in the remaining 8.5 minutes or so. Muleka going off for them now on a change up top. It's been their main threat up top, to be honest, Muleka. Quiet game for Tyrese Campbell. Oh, it's lovely footwork from Eddie Salcedo. And I said, considering he was stumbling, brilliant through ball as well. And Bustos has his and our second. And I'm sorry, Stoke. But he really does think he's MBAPPE. We scored some classic counter-attack goals against Leeds yesterday. And Eddie Salcedo is the man that got an assist after getting lumped a moment ago. He nearly got a goal after the man that set him through got lumped. Somehow, Stoke getting away without any yellow cards there. Some really late, nasty challenges flying in as the frustration builds for not having been able to make their pressure on my goal pay in this game. I understand it to a point, but you can't let your frustration put fellow players' health in danger. If we picked up an injury from one of those challenges, then I'd be absolutely fuming. But as it happens, tears are in the Stoke fans' eyes because they are out of the FA Cup and we're through to the quarter-finals of it. Thank you very much. We're looking good so far, and if we can get a favourable draw in the next round, we might be decent. Liverpool beat Leicester, Wolves beat Brentford, West Ham beat Brighton, Newcastle beat Everton, and was that Coventry somewhere? Coventry lost to Southampton. Chelsea also beat Sunderland. City also beat Gillingham, although only just. Imagine that, Gillingham winning at home. That would have been huge. And yes, quarter-finals next. We're one step away from doing what the board want of us. We're 2 steps away from doing what we want. Technically 3. Getting to the final is one thing, but if we're going to get to a final, we want to win the bastard, so we might as well try that. Couldn't have asked for more from Bustos today. Exactly what you want from a fringe player. To come in, when needed, in a cup competition and do the business. Good lad. Up next, Newcastle away. Okay, so the Brighton game's been moved to the end of April. And we've got Liverpool at home now in the league. Or sorry, in the cup. Yikes! Then Liverpool away in the league, the game after that. So we'll play Newcastle, we'll play Liverpool today. Tomorrow will be Liverpool, Manchester United and Tottenham. And then it will be Villa, Southampton, Brighton and Burnley before Norwich, Watford, Everton and Leicester. We will be ending the season in not that too distant a time, I wouldn't have thought. There's not that many games left now. Although we're hoping to add an extra couple in there with some FA Cup semi-finals and finals if we possibly can. Right, let's go and play Newcastle, shall we? Newcastle still with their 4-5-1. They've got a new goalkeeper though, David Soria in there. Maffeo, Ben White, Kurt Zuma and Matias Oliveira, new left-back, I believe. Sigankov, new central midfielder, an 86 rated Matteo Guendouzi. Is he really that good, Guendouzi? Got that good a potential? Maybe. Emre Can, Hakan Calhanoglu, Alan Saint-Maximin scored a wonderful goal for Newcastle at the weekend. Jesus, it was a hell of a volley. And Duvan Zapata up top for them continually. We're back at full strength, minus Tammy Abraham, tier. And we shall see what we can do here. I think Yeremy Pino is going to drop to the bench next season. And Rashford will move out to that left-hand side and Tammy will get his striking spot back. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to work it moving forward. But I'm sure Marcus Rashford will enjoy his brief tenure as #1 striker for the time being. And hopefully he can bag a couple of goals today. Sigankov, great delivery. Gay gets up ahead of Guendouzi and will clear it. Win that, please. Oh, it's a poor goal kick, really. And you can see Jacob Ramsey's on the way. And Rashford with a lovely ball. Ramsey! What a save, David Soria. Wow. I thought the defender was going to get there. And why he's gone to ground there, don't ask me. But to be fair, it was pretty central, the effort. I was trying to get it into the corner, but to be fair, just getting something on it at all was a decent enough effort. Thomas, dink that. That didn't go as I'd intended, though. Can we get to this first? Yes. Tariq Lamptey got the pace. Gahey. Oh, I probably shouldn't have tried to squeeze that through the gap, but it has worked. And here's Yeremy Pino. Oh, and that might have found Marcus Rashford if Ben White weren't in the way. Corner for us again. Keeper's not going to come for this one either. Up we go. Nunez. I mean, it's dropping in, but it's definitely not going to threaten the keeper at all, is it? Again, it's not great by Soria. His distribution is really questionable so far in this game. Very much so. Hudson-Odoi trying to power his way through and doing just that. Deserves the chance on goal and will take it. Lucky, though, that I got through the challenge, and I have to admit that. Just there, and to get to that one first, but take nothing away from the finish. Slammed it home. Sorry, Newcastle, you've been under the cosh, and it's shown. We lead by 1-0 in the 20th minute. You've got nobody to blame other than your goalkeeper, really, for his terrible distribution time and time again. Duvan Zapata. Spread out wide. Sigankov. God, I hate playing against Sigankov. I'm terrified of him before I even get anywhere near him. He's one of those players in FIFA that... Oh, that was awful from me. You really don't know what he's going to do, when he's going to do it, until he's done it and he's past you. Another decent ball in. Gay wins the header, will deny them the corner with Nunes. Just switched that as I was getting closed down quickly. Didn't want to risk that getting blocked. Mongala do the 1-2 with Hudson-Odoi. Jacob Ramsey's the man through the middle. And if I can quickly help it on, then Rashford buries it for a second. Lead extended. Let's get into those European spots, shall we, today? Although we've only got one league game, to be fair, so probably not, actually. Thinking about it, 2 FA Cup ties. Regardless, we're doing what we can. We're making sure we get a win in that one league game. I hope, anyway, from here. Out to Oliveira. I don't know anything about Matthias Oliveira, actually. Can't say as I recognise the name. You guys will probably know of him either through real-life performances. See you, pal! Or from career mode. Mongala. Callum Hudson-Odoi's gone again. Go on, Cal. He's done well. I should have shot, really. Yeah, I should have shot. I thought I'll try and square it because Rashford will have better finishing. But whilst he does have a better finishing stat, unfortunately, the defenders were closer to him. Go on, Marcus. No, they see that one. I should have passed and I didn't. Oh, come on, Ches. You're not quite acting on instinct here. But we're going to be 2-0 up at half-time, so it's not too much of an issue. Saint-Maximin's overrun that. Ramsey back to Thomas. We might be able to make it 3. We won't. Not yet. Duvan Zapata. Across to Emre Can. Options, including Saint-Maximin. Emre Can again. Oh, it's a tidy finish, that. There is a third goal in the game, and it hasn't gone our way. Slightly over-celebrating, but it was a good finish. Driven hard and low. Nice little 1-2. Keeper's not going to stop that. Great goal. Newcastle back in it. That's a lovely ball for Sigankov. Calls for offside. Nothing given. That's a terrible ball by Sigankov. Thought it'd been better than that. We'll dart narrow with Thomas Partey to try and bring that defender towards me so that leaves the space for Yeremy Pino to look for Marcus Rashford. Now nod this down and we can hit it first time. Crunched Thomas Partey and failed. Duvan Zapata expecting to go out wide or through that gap there. Needs to make his mind up. He has, and he's found Sigankov. I just don't like playing against him, Victor Sigankov. I think I've used him in a save before, but I couldn't tell you what one it was. We've done so many saves over the years. I've used so many different players. I just cannot remember who I've done with what team. Rashford's picked up a knock there, actually, which is something we'll have to keep an eye on. We've already got Tammy out for the rest of the season. I really can't afford to lose Rashford for the rest of this season either. We bought Rashford to replace the injured Tammy for the rest of the season. And now Rashford might be out for a while. Duvan Zapata, we have to remember that there's only a goal in it at the minute. I'm going to take Rashford off. I'm going to bring Bustos on. At least Bustos has shown us in the Cup that he can do something for us. But at the moment, he might be tasked with doing a little bit more for the rest of the year. Not exactly ideal. Hopefully it's just something that keeps him out for a few days. We have a full week until the game against Liverpool in the FA Cup back at the City ground in the quarter-final. And we'd love to get to Wembley for a semi. Not only to match the board objective, but to stand a chance of getting to an FA Cup final. Good block. Çalhanoğlu. Keeper saves. No corner. Cleared away. Come on. I don't want to lose this game. I really, really, really want to get a win in the league. We drew against Wolves yesterday. We lost to Arsenal in the last minute. I don't want to be conceding another late goal here to miss out on more points. So pissed about that Arsenal result. Same way that we were pissed about the Chelsea equaliser as well late on. Guendouzi's gotten a toe in there and there's still 5 minutes to go and it might not be over yet. Here's Tapia off the bench for them into Guendouzi. I don't know whether to watch the ball or his hair. Çalhanoğlu, I did catch him there, Guendouzi. He won't be happy with that. Sigankov's wriggled away. Duvan Zapata. Emmy makes the save. No corner, please. Thank you, Tariq. They're making me work for this, aren't they, Newcastle? But, oh, I asked for a pass and didn't get it. I'm going to step there to try and play him offside. Zapata holds the ball up. Tapia through. Saint-Maximin. It's wide from Tapia. Oh, it's let off after let off after let off at the death against Newcastle. They'll feel like they did enough to warrant a point. But you've got to put the ball in the back of the net, lads, and you didn't do that enough. We'll take the 3 points, but that could have ended level and probably should have ended level. Wolves lose heavily again, 4-1 to Wolves. We will... Oh, sorry, Fulham lose 4-1 to Wolves. I think I said Wolves lose to Wolves there. Fulham were bottom of the table on 6 points last time we looked down that way. We've been keeping our eyes firmly looking up the table recently, but I will just quickly glance at it so you guys can see what the table looks like at this stage, considering obviously there's now no more Premier League action left for today, and we'll find out how long Marcus Rashford's out for. Oh, please don't be out for long. Southampton, City, Wolves, Chelsea, Newcastle, West Ham. We've got one of the more difficult fixtures. Fulham, 8 points. In 28 games, they've won 1. They've drawn 5 and lost 22. They've only conceded 59 goals, which for a side that's lost 22 of their 28 games actually isn't that bad. But as you can see, they've only scored 25, and that was our issue last year as well, wasn't it? Not scoring goals, which is why we were, not I was going to say briefly, but quite considerably for a time, threatened with relegation. Fulham looking like they might replicate or beat Derby's record of 11 points in the Premier League. They'll need to pick up some results sharpish. Moving further up the table, Liverpool 9 points clear of City, but they still have a game in hand. We are 7th. 6 points off Man United, 7 points off Arsenal, and we have, I believe, them both left to play this season. Certainly Man United, that's in the next episode, and we do not have Arsenal left to play, so we have to hope for something there. Please, Marcus, not long. 5 days with a bruised elbow. Good. Marcus Rashford, fit, ready, raring and ready to go. Let's go and play Liverpool in the FA Cup. Liverpool taking the FA Cup rather seriously, you might see. Alisson, Trent, Rudiger, new January signing, Matthias de Ligt and Tsimikas. They could definitely do with a new left back. Marino, Pellegrini, Curtis Jones, Jota, Salah, Luis Diaz. And the bench pretty strong as well. Look, Royce, Vieira, Alaba, Dybala, Cabrais, Mukiele and Kevin Kelleher. Or Quaveen Kelleher, however you want to pronounce that first name. Yes, we have a really decent 11, a really good 11. But Liverpool's is definitely better. I would have loved someone like Southampton at this stage of the competition. And if we fail to get through to the semi-finals, as the board expect, if it were FM and we lost this game, the board would say, we're disappointed we didn't reach the semi-finals, but we understand that the team came up against a much better side and can understand the defeat to Liverpool. In FIFA, they're going to be like, what are you doing? Why aren't you in the semi-finals? You're shit, I'm going to sack you. So I'm going to have to win this, otherwise the board are going to start hating me, aren't they? Liverpool pressing early doors, though. We'll look for Marcus Rashford. I might have actually been able to split it down the middle. And Rudiger has made a mistake there, and Marcus Rashford is in, has support. Jeremy Pino, I think it was, ran offside there as my one go-to option in that position. And as such, I was kind of forced into one channel of opportunity. And unfortunately, the turn wasn't good enough to beat the defender. Mo Salah has 30-plus goals in the Premier League so far this season. I've no idea how many he's got in the FA Cup. Hopefully, he won't get any more today. But Marcus Rashford is in again. Oh, I've overrun it. We're not acting or not playing at our very best at the moment. Overplaying it slightly. Look, not... Oh, it's nice for Pellegrini. It's really nice from Pellegrini. No, I'm not going to get... I tried 3 times to change my number 4. Probably wouldn't have stopped the goal anyway, but it doesn't make conceding any less frustrating, does it? I kept trying to change to the number 4 here, who was the man in the way of the man about to take the shot, and it gave me everybody but. Fuck. Hopefully, player switching is better in 23. I'm sure it will be. Play that short. I thought about dinking it over, actually, because Luis Diaz closed me down, but we won't. We'll get that into Jacob Ramsey, who's there first, and we'll look for Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's going to look to get away from Tsimikas here. He is the weak link in their defence. My God! I know my crossing's on manual, but my shooting isn't. But it felt like it there. Callum Hudson-Odoi. We're not going to get many chances that are that clear-cut. Our XG would have taken a big pump. Unfortunately, our G didn't. Diogo Jota. Mo Salah tackled him, forced him backwards. Mikel Merino. Oh, lovely ball into Curtis Jones, who's going to wind up. Martinez knew where it was going to go. Sorted his feet quickly enough to get there. Luis Diaz with the corner. And... oh, God, it's just men behind the ball at the minute, isn't it? Jacob Ramsey with a nice header. Yeremy Pino with an unorthodox first touch, to say the least. Yeremy Pino is a player I'd wanted to try for ages, because I watched him at the Under-21s Euros for Spain, and he was spectacular. It really impressed me. He and Gavi were unbelievable in that Spain team. But he's not really impressing me in this save, I have to be honest. One of those players that I've looked forward to using for ages, never actually signed, and now I have signed him. I don't think I'll ever look to sign him again. Don't meet your heroes, is the phrase that comes to mind. Luis Diaz into Mo Salah. He's a player that I had all sorts of expectations for when I signed him, and unfortunately it hasn't worked out for him. Maybe I should continue to just sign players who I have minimal expectations for, and maybe that'll be the way that we find those little hidden gems. Mangala to Rashford. Oh, I could have played Yeremy Pino in. Liverpool are hanging on by the skin of their teeth in this fixture. But they have their 1-0 lead still. And they're always, ever dangerous in attack. Oh, Thomas Partey, what are you doing, pal? If I concede now, he literally just ran into the man on the ball. You idiot. Never mind, 1-0 down at half-time. Pellegrini with the ping. Luis Diaz. Nicely picked off by Hudson-Odoi. And I fancy Jacob Ramsey there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ref! What? Really? You're not going to give a foul there? Really? I'm going to try and play Hudson-Odoi in to then come back to him. I mean, that's a foul, mate. What? Come on! Give me a break! It's hard enough to play against Liverpool at the best of times. What are they doing? Who is this ref? Of course it's Anthony Taylor. Absolute waste of space. Terrible referee. Am I going to get a throw there? Oh my God. I genuinely can't believe that. Out wide to Luis Diaz. And Curtis Jones. No! Dybala makes it 2. Oh, I wanted to win the FA Cup this year. Coming up against Liverpool. It's just too much. They are too good right now. Their team is just unplayable. They've got the sort of side that you end up with in a career mode, ratings-wise. And you think, God, I'm almost cheating the game here because my team's so good. I'll look for Yeremy Pino in a minute. Is that a foul? It is. A free kick in a very good position. Now, Marcus Rashford can take a great free kick in real life. Does he have the stats here? 78 accuracy isn't great, but he's got the power. So let's put a lot behind this. And Marcus Rashford hit it straight against the wall. Great. That was a really good chance there. I can't believe he's hit the wall with that. I green timed it as well, so it should have been perfection. I thought the whole idea of having the timing system was that if you got it right, you really got it right. Rashford back to Mangala around the corner. Jacob Ramsey. Sharp turn. Good block by Trent. 15 to go. We're still 2 down. How we haven't scored in this game. I'll never know. Up we go, please. Cleared away. And as far as Mangala. Oh, it's Unai Nunez. Of course it's Nunez that it falls to first, whose touch is god-awful. I'm going out the FA Cup. Mo Salah. Down the line for Dybala. And into the middle. Oh, no. Tariq Lamptey against Ndombele. Not much of a battle, that, is it? Was it Ndombele? Might be Nordi Mukiele. Oh, Mikel Merino going for the fancy. Right, Popescu's off the bench here. As is Bustos, who's turned brilliantly. No! I'd committed to the pass already. Ah! We've had really good chances to have good chances in this game. And we've just not taken it. We've not had that cutting edge that Liverpool have. Callum Hudson-Odoi tucks away that chance in the first half. It's maybe a different story. But for Liverpool... Really, Tarek? Really? For Liverpool, they're just... Too much, too soon for us at this level of competition. We're going to lose by 3-0. Oh well. The board will now hate me. My manager rating will plummet from 79, where I think it was. Maybe even into the red, because you know what? Karimo's like this year. You fail to get the FA Cup objective and it just murders you with your manager rating. City are through, Chelsea are through. The chances of winning the competition were minimal anyway. But it would have been nice to at least match the board objective of getting to the semi-final. Disappointing, you're right, Marcus, but we've got Liverpool next in the league as well. It don't exactly bloody help. We're in 7th currently. The next round of the FA Cup will be drawn soon. My manager rating has dropped to 76 there. Actually, we might not be that bad with the manager rating. All right, I'll give the game its dues. On this occasion, it hasn't absolutely destroyed me, manager rating-wise, for not making it through to the next round of the FA Cup, which is how it should be. How many times have we seen it go from where we are now into the 40s when you get knocked out of the FA Cup a round too early? Popescu still wanting to play. You've shown real potential. You haven't actually. But he won't start the next game. How long till Tammy's back? I don't think Tammy's going to play any part for the rest of the season. He's still 4 months away. He's definitely not going to play any part the rest of the season. That will do us for today, guys. We have 11 games left in our league season and no more FA Cup football. So we're only 3 episodes at most away from the end of the season. That's all for this one, though. Thank you very much for watching. Join me tomorrow where we'll try and beat Liverpool next time. Don't hold your breath, though. I'll see you tomorrow.